The member for Perth.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Beck from Perth is a solicitor and a mum of two who only works 3 days a week because she says working 4 days a week left her worse off under the Prime Minister's childcare scheme. Beck's family has a combined income of $193,000. Why did the government rack up $1 trillion of Liberal debt but do nothing to help women like Beck get ahead by taking on extra hours during the Morrison recession?
The Prime Minister has the call.
I'm asked about why the government has increased the debt at this time, Mr. Speaker. That was the question I was just asked, Mr. Speaker. I was asked about childcare, and I have given answers already about
Prime Minister will
childcare.
resume his seat. Prime Minister will just pause for a second. He doesn't have to resume his seat. Members on my left, I'm about to start ejecting people. And as was the case with so many questions, there was more than one question asked. If you want the Prime Minister or a minister to focus on the question you deem most important, don't ask more than one in the question. The Prime Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was asked about childcare. Under our policy, 84% of families are not impacted by the caps in our policy, and the threshold kicks in at around $350,000 a year for a family. They're the caps that kick in for our policy. Our policy is means-tested, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, that is our policy that we put in place that saw childcare costs come down since then. But I'm asked why we have made the investments that we have. The Leader of the Opposition often makes this point, Mr. Speaker. I'll tell you why we've invested at this time, because there's a COVID-19 pandemic that has stripped the jobs and livelihoods and, in many cases, lives away from Australians. Now, this might be a mystery to the Leader of the Opposition. I've heard how he talks about the recession, Mr. Speaker, and if you don't understand how the country got into recession, then you don't have a clue about how to get out of it, Mr. Speaker. And that is the failing of this Leader of the Opposition. This Leader of the Opposition walks around this country as if there has never been a pandemic.